Due to that, there is an apparent shift. Now, if we extrapolate this concept to astronomical scale, and if we see this setup here, there is a star whose distance I want to measure, and there are some other stars in the background which are very far away, which do not change in its apparent position from wherever I take the photo or I observe. Like from in the orbit, wherever I observe these stars, they do not change because they are very far away. Like the mountains, which move very slowly. So farther the object is, lesser is its apparent shift. Okay. Now in the month of January, I take an observation or I take a picture of this star relative to the background that is set. After 6 months, I take another picture. The views are something like this. In the first image, the position of the star that I observed was here.
Right.
Yeah. In the second,
It's in the left.
yeah.
The
Now, if you overlay this, you can measure the apparent shift in the position of the
it's due
sun.
to the revolution of the
star.
Earth.
Huh?
The revolution of the Earth changes its
Yes.
angle and measures it to the other end.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, with reference to the background stars, which are almost stationary, your star's position shifts apparently. So, we measure this distance. Yes. If you measure this distance, we effectively know this angle by S is equal to r theta or cosine formula, any trigonometry mathematical formula. Yeah. Then vertically opposite angles. Half of this subtended angle is defined to be parallax. Now what we did till now was we measured the parallax angle.
Yeah.
What is the distance between the Earth and the Sun?
1 AU.
1 AU, which is 150 million kilometers. Yes.
Okay.
So we know this distance.
How we know?
this angle.
Like who measured that? How we measure that?
Yeah, that is actually we can measure it using parallax as well.
But parallax means some other object should be there, right? Which you already know.
Yes,
Otherwise,
yes.
there is no reference point.
That actual measurement is a bit complex to understand. That I think I have to also
lunar eclipse.
revise it. Yeah, using eclipse concept. We measured the distances.
Okay.
That takes a bit time. There is a separate concept for
What
that.
do we do with having the distance?
Yeah, you have the distance, you have the angle here. You apply basic trigonometry. Tangent of this parallax angle.
That
will
you
be
don't
this
know. Okay.
distance
Just listen.
divided by this distance.
Oh,
Okay. See, tangent for every angle, there is something called as a trigonometric ratio.
They don't know.
They don't know. Yeah.
Fifth standard, seventh, ninth, and
I
eighth.
understand. So tangent, it's like a mathematical operator. For every angle that you measure here, there is some constant number, like 0.5 or 0.65, something like that. You keep that ratio here, and you just do a fraction of this distance d divided by this distance x that you want to measure. So this is a constant.
so do you divide by
So you just find out using the basic principles of trigonometry,
that?
and without using any complex equipment, we can measure the distances of in the order of light years together.
But there's a limit, right? Beyond
Yes.
a certain point, you can't use parallax.
That is 300 million light years.
1 million light years.
Yes. After that, your angle that is see, you imagine the star going farther and farther away. What happens to this angle here?
Increases. Sorry.
Small.
Correct.
It becomes
It
smaller.
reduces.
Correct.
So it's-
Correct.
So the limit of resolution that we can have the present equipments or the commonly accepted equipments is 0.01 arc seconds. What is an arc second? You divide this one angle here into 60 parts. You get 1 minute. You divide that 1 minute into 60 parts. You get 1 second. And in that you divide it into 100 parts. You get 0.01 arc seconds. That is the limit. Beyond that, if you go, the angle becomes very small for you to distinguish.
So microscopic. Microscopic or beyond?
Yeah, it is very, very small. It is in milli arc seconds, micro arc seconds. So there your resolution falls up, and the cap for where you can apply parallax
Can't measure it.
stops. If you want to still measure parallax for further distances, what you can do is you should basically increase this baseline's length
Oh.
to a much larger extent.
You can do that with satellites.
Yes.